when I just had my son, I built my house, and we hadn't finished building it yet when we moved in, and the staircase didn't have a railing. And I got up in the middle of the night and I needed to get to the kitchen, and I missed my footing and I had nowhere to hold on to, and I ended up falling about 2 meters down the stairs, and I landed on the concrete on the floor, and I was in so much pain I was too scared to get up in case I'd broken something. And I was trying to get my husband to come downstairs and help me, and he just lay in bed and he stayed there. He did nothing. And eventually I dragged myself up, I wiped myself down, and I went to bed, and I just thought to myself, how could somebody be so uncaring that they can't see if somebody's dying or not? And the truth is, that is what happens when you're in a toxic relationship. When you need someone, they're not there for you. It's only when you don't need them that they're there for you, because then they can get whatever benefit they need to. But yet, if this man had a cold, he would act like he's dying. And for years, I had 50 shades of resentment, because I honestly thought, this man's not for me. And I actually sat down with myself, because everybody in life is a mirror. And when you're attracting people that are toxic, they are showing you a side of yourself that you've denied. They're showing you something about you that you are repressing in yourself. So you'll look at a person like that and say, but I would never allow somebody to fall down the stairs and not help them up. It's just not in my nature. It doesn't matter how much I despise them, I would still be there. It's my humanity. So what is it about that person that I am not, that I'm repressing? And I realized that it doesn't even have to be a part of what somebody else is not doing. It's a part of me that didn't show up for me. I wasn't being there for me. I was letting myself down by staying in a relationship that wasn't working for me, by staying in a relationship that nobody cared for me. And when I could release that, I could forgive him, because he was showing me a part of myself that I was repressing. And what I wanted to share in this video is how we have these unconscious motivations that we do, and we always tend to look outside and say, somebody else did that to me. And actually, you allowed it. And it's a part of you that always says, if I love somebody else, then they will love me back, and then I will have love. And I got to a point where I said, why do I need to have somebody else love me? Why can't I just love me directly? Why do I need to love somebody else? And it comes from childhood, because we learn that we need to be a good girl or a good boy, and we need to, don't make waves, be there for everyone else so that you are safe, so that your parents and your caregivers can take care of you because you need them. But when you're older, you don't need that anymore, but yet your subconscious mind regresses to that space because it doesn't know any better. You haven't taught it any new tools. Hi, I'm Natasha Williams, and I'm a spiritual warrior. And if you're on this channel, then together we are going on a spiritual warrior journey. And that journey is not about who you are, but it's about who you'd like to become. I like to share deep stories, and I like to ask deep questions. And I share everything to do with personal development and spiritual growth. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then subscribe to my channel, because my aim is to help uplift humanity, and it starts with you. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you're finding that you're in a situation where a person's not showing up for you, and you'll find, especially in toxic relationships, that they will not wish you happy birthday. They'll forget your birthday. They will, when you're having a good day, they get angry with you. And instead of sharing and celebrating in your joy, they actually try and sabotage it. And instead of looking and pointing and saying, look at what bad people they are, so where do I do that to me? Where do I rely on others to bring me joy? Why do I need somebody else to make me happy? And why do I allow people to steal my joy? And why do I allow myself to be in an environment like that where I keep giving it away? because there are people that will acknowledge it and that will give you that joy back. You're going to keep finding yourself with a person wanting that love, and you need to get that love back from childhood for yourself. You need to make closure there. Instead of looking at the person you're with, make closure with where you didn't get it. And I'm actually busy working on my shadow work program. It will be launched in November, so keep a lookout for that. I also have on my website, I have some free journaling prompts that you can do just to see where you can go back to childhood. It's more beginner stuff because some people can be a bit traumatized when they go deep, but the shadow work is actually quite deep, and we go back and we heal those childhood things that happened so that you can let it go. And I'm at a point now where I don't forget. I haven't forgotten all the things that happened to me, but I haven't got a charge. I don't feel anything. I don't feel anger. I don't feel happy. I feel nothing. I just feel totally neutral. And I just see it that person came along and showed me something, and the contract's now over. They showed me something about me that I needed to learn, and that the only way you're not going to tolerate anything is by just not tolerating it anymore and growing out of it. And it's like an airbag that once it's exploded in the car, you can't put it back in the dashboard. Once it's been seen and it's visible and it's out of the box, it's been seen. You don't have to re-experience it again. But until you do that inner work, it's just going to keep happening again and again. And if I'd stayed, I wouldn't be sitting and sharing this with you. I'd be probably one very miserable person. Have a lovely day. I look forward to chatting to you soon.